Welcome back. Welcome back. I know it's been a minute. I ain't got no excuses for you.
Man, it's been a
I ain't got no.
long
Yeah,
time.
it's been since June. We've been on a journey. A couple half a dozen cons later.
Uh-huh.
San Diego. Otakon, C2E2, Awesome Con. New York Comic Con coming up. And so much more to come. You know what I mean? So much more to come. Like I said, I ain't got no excuse. We ain't did a show since June. Try to get back on track for you. You know what I mean? I ain't making you no promises.
Right.
It's just gonna be inconsistent. You're gonna love it or you're not. We're gonna be back. I'm gonna bring you some content. I will bring you these interviews. Working on. I'm editing. Leave me alone. All right. It's just me. It's a one-man show. I ain't got no editors. Leave me alone. All right. I had video editors and I could just drop it off. You guys will have this content every day, every week. Leave me alone. All right. Ain't nobody harassing me. You're gonna get this content. I did it. I went to them. I got plenty of stuff for you. Support us if you can. Just me and Dio on this joint around the Geek podcast. Leave us alone. All right. We'll get you this content. We're gonna try to do it every week. No promises. All right. But we're back with 178. Probably could have been at 200 already, but again, you heard my speech. All right. I ain't making no promise.
You heard this, I have a dream speech.
Yeah, me and Dio are back. Dio, what's up? What you got going on?
I'm still getting over the Otakon, stuff because we did a couple of interviews, and some of those interviews were some pretty infamous people. So I'm still trying to get over that right now.
So yeah, Otakon this year. Like I said, I mean, it's just kind of tough right now because a lot of those interviews were international guests, and a lot of those had to be greenlit before you could post it. Like I said, it's with con to con and everything that's going on. I edited stuff, but it just hasn't been out yet. No excuses or whatever with that. But I got stuff ready, but some of that stuff had to be screened. Some of it I could just go ahead and release some screen. I still got San Diego Comic-Con stuff that I did. I was in the room for, the multiverse stuff, the multiverses or whatever, the DC stuff. Green Lantern. I did a bunch of stuff in San Diego. Like I said, it's just me. I did all this content, and unfortunately, I don't got Bill Gates' computer to edit stuff in like half a second. So video rendering does take a long for those to edit. No excuses here. But like I said, I got like a bunch of content, and now that I've stuff is slowed down, and New York Comic Con around the corner, I actually got a little bit of time to get this done.
Right.
So if you guys are watching this, you're listening. If you want a video edit for Around the Geek and be on the show, let me know, please. Need help on some editing. So I'll send.
Once I get a bad laptop, I'm not sure when that is because I got some other expenses to take care of. But shoot, I'm more than willing to help out.
This guy works in IT, man. No home computer, man. Look at that. That's irony, right? But we're back, man. Like I said, did a lot of stuff. I ain't gonna jump in too much with the whole, what's been going on, what we've been watching, because this week, like I said, we missed Evo. I wanted to cover Evo, couldn't get back on that. But this week we got the state of play, and we got the Nintendo Direct, which we're gonna talk about. We're not gonna go through it, 100% thoroughly, but we're gonna go in and talk about some of the stuff and see what we like, what they could have did better. I'm starting to feel like, with these, like the E3 format, like it's clearly, kind of dead. They're trying to make a comeback, but like with these like directs and the state of play where they have like, this content organized and they just do it via stream now. Like nobody has to show up to anything. They just, edit it and put it out there, which is the smart way, is the least expensive way to do it. But
right.
Let's jump right into it with that PlayStation. Get into that, and I'll kind of go with that. Hogwarts Legacy, man.
I'm excited for it, man. I'm not sure about you, but I'm pretty excited for that.
Really?
Being a wizard in Hogwarts, what did it say? The game chooses what house you can be in or something like that.
Right. Also, it's going to be randomized.
Yeah.
That makes sense because if you could choose it, I feel like everybody be in the same goddamn house.
Right.
It kind of blew me though because they said they weren't going to have any Quidditch or anything like that. But that could be like something that they add in later, or whatever.
Yeah, I can see that being a good multiplayer. Like what's that? Rocket League. That could be a good.
Basically, what it is, right?
Yeah.
Like, with broomsticks.
Right.
They show some of the gameplay here. And the haunted hugs me is for sale, but they show a lot of like the exclusive quest or the quest in the game and stuff like that. I don't know. It's not that I don't like Harry Potter or anything like that. It's just this game really hasn't really sold me. Is it an RPG? I assume. Is it just an action adventure style thing with it's linear? Like, how is it?
So most games, from most games I've seen, it's starting to be that RPG feel. So develop your skills by putting certain points here, certain points there,
right.
And I think that's starting to become a thing now. So I think it's going to have some type of RPG element to it, especially with it being a Magic game. Like literally all Magic games have some type of RPG element to it.
Right. I mean, ain't nobody fucking with J.K. Rowling right now. Her transphobic, man. She probably, I don't know why she opened her mouth on that, man. It's just certain things.
She was just keeping it real, in my opinion. But hey, don't cancel this.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just certain things. Like, it's just again, you don't let it hurt your money. Just keep it to yourself, man.
Yeah. But she probably got too much money anyway that she could probably just say
right,
that.
but you got a dedicated fan base. Like
right.
It's like people that that whole thing with Chick-fil-A, but gay people still eat Chick-fil-A. You know what I mean? Like I don't see nobody putting down them chicken sandwiches. The protest. So I ain't trying to hit under that. We got a we got to look at that Tekken 8.
That Tekken 8, man.
I wish they showed a little bit more. I wish they showed some gameplay. So we probably ain't getting that till like 2024, man. I'm so tired of like seeing previews for games.
Oh, I thought it was coming out next year. Is that coming out next year?
I must have missed that because I ain't seen nothing about next year.
Oh, damn. I gotta look at it again. Okay. I thought it was coming out next year because there was a lot of titles coming out between this year and next year.
Yeah. We see Kazuya and Jen, which looks to be like a mix of like cinematic and gameplay mixed together.
Right.
Or that could have been all gameplay. I have no idea. If it is, that's cool as hell. Definitely about to change, how fighting games are played, and how they're presented. I mean, because we know we got Street Fighter 6, which I had an opportunity to play at San Diego Comic-Con, and that was a blast. You know what I mean? Doesn't feel too far removed from 5 to me. I mean, they got a new couple new systems and stuff in place. But I mean, Tekken 8, it looks exciting. I mean, you can't really go wrong with that.
I mean, majority of the Tekkens, besides what was that Tekken Tag tournament? It was pretty decent in my opinion.
Yeah, Tekken Tag fell off real quick. real quick.
What else we got? We got the like a dragon. Another.
Yeah. Is it like a dragon now, or yeah, like a dragon Ishin? This looks like it's going to have Kiryu and the main protagonist from Like a Dragon.
Right.
And the last one, which I guess was Yakuza 7? Is that the official title? I'm not sure. I got to look at it again. I mean, but that one was more of a RPG style, which was new to that franchise.
With these games, I'm not sure who made these games, but
it's published by Sega, but I can't think of the
studio.
The studio for it, yeah.
Yeah. So Yakuza is based off of Yakuza. I think they're trying to keep it, consistent. Like if you're gonna play a Yakuza game, it's gonna be something with Kiryu. If you're gonna play Like a Dragon, it's gonna be something with Inshin. That's his name, Inshin.
No, it's something else. Ishin is actually the samurai joint that we're thinking about.
Golly, these names are escaping me. But I think they're just trying to keep it consistent to let you know if you're playing a certain game from that series, this is what you're going to be looking for, or something of that nature.
They've been on a roll though, man. They've been dropping games left right. We've been getting what's the detective joint?
Judgment.
Judgment, yeah. We
Yeah.
just two of those games. We got the Like a Dragon joint, the RPG, and then we got 2-3 more games that's coming out the works. So
but did you know they coming out with a so I'm not even sure if this is a game or like a prequel but they got Like a Dragon. It's still the same. It's still part of the same family. Like a Dragon with the one that dropped, and then they have another one where so it says why did he drop his erase his name or something like that. It's Warren posted it in the chat. I'm like, wait a minute, there's another title coming out.
Yeah,
so
man.
I'm a little confused with what's going on.
Yeah, so I mean, this is their year. Looks like we got a Rise of the Ronin from Team Ninja. This looks tight. I don't know.
I saw a brief gameplay on it. Is that the one with the dude was on the rooftop and there's like 7 enemies that dropped and he just kind of slow time and just slice everybody's neck and just.
Let me make sure that's that one. Let me see here. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm like, oh, that it caught my attention, but I got to see more.
That's what these things are all the time, man. You just constantly want to see more, like what's going on, what's going to happen.
Right.
What's the sensuality? This is a joint from Bandai Namco. This looks good. This is another like I don't want to say hack slasher. It looks like I don't know how to describe it. I mean, it looked good. It looked kind of like a tank game. I don't know. We got Project Eve that's coming out. This was the game that really caught my eye. Like Project Eve, this was like another like Bayonetta, hack slash, whatever style.
It's a platinum game? Oh, Bayonetta's
it's not platinum. It's by Shift Up.
Okay. I missed that part. I gotta see that one is Project Eve.
Hold up. It's what's it? It was known as Project Eve. Now it's Stellar Blade.
Okay.
So that was the original name. Shift Up is I'm not sure who the publisher is on that one. It doesn't really say on that one. But it looked good. I don't know if you saw the trailer for it, man. It looked amazing. Game 2023, 2024.
Right.
Damn, like can I I'm like, yo, we don't announce no more games if it ain't coming out within this holiday season, right? Pacific Drive. It looked like a Ghostbusters. I don't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah, that's one of the games I kind of got turned off for them because there was just too much going on at one time. I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
And of course, like I said, they ended the show with God of War Ragnarok, which comes out in 2 months. I gotta say, man, I felt like I took a handful of Viagra, man, watching that trailer, because I absolutely can't wait, man. It's been 4 years, like 4 or 5 years, man, since
it hasn't really been that long.
Came out 2018.
Dog, it can't be that long. It's been that long, man.
Yeah, it's been that long.
God, I guess that's what happens. We keep going to work 5 days a week.
Yeah, man. Like, for the most part, like there's just a lot of games out there right now to kind of keep your attention. But I'm liking what I'm saying, man. We got more Ragnarok. We got more gameplay of Ragnarok, more of the story, more of the gameplay, like what's going on. We got to see Thor in action, like the whole fight with that. It just looks freaking amazing, man. 2 months, I guess it was the Ragnarok edition or the North. They had 3 editions of the game that's coming out.
Right, and it was the Ragnarok or the Jotunheim edition?
Jotunheim edition, yeah, it's like $300.
I can't get it, man. It comes with the hammer, right?
Yeah, it comes with the hammer. But I think that comes with both editions. The hammer comes with both editions.
Okay.
But the other one comes with like the vinyl and a bunch of other stuff, like the music of the game and a bunch of other stuff that comes with it. So I mean, either way, I'm excited. I mean, like, obviously I wanted the one with the vinyl,
right?
But man, I can't wait to get my hands on this. Like, I haven't had a chance to play Horizon, the new Horizon.
Oh, I did. I played it. It's decent.
It's decent, like compared to the first one.
So the second one is a bit repetitive with its missions, and it's fine. But the story overall is good. The gameplay is solid. venturing out to see what's out there, in the open world is pretty cool,
Right.
and there's more options to how to get around. But that's like later on in the game. It's like damn near almost at the end of the game how you get around. It's kind of crazy, but overall, I think you'll enjoy it, man. You will enjoy it.
Hey, look, I done had it since day one, man. I'm hoping to, once I get down and because I got like 50 other games, man, to get into, man. I'm playing Xenoblade 3. I just picked up Splatoon 3. I still got a ton of stuff on the box, on the PlayStation. Of course, we got Game Pass, PlayStation Premium, and everything else. So you got access to so many games now.
I just got a request, Sony, up your game catalogs, man.
Why would they give you everything at once? The point is to keep you subscribed, right?
No, because it doesn't have the things I want. All the things that got listed I already got,
Right. That was kind of my issue too. Like for the most part, everything I either already own, either physically or digitally, that was in the library. But halftime I just don't be feel like grabbing discs for nothing either.
Right.
So,
right. Yeah, I feel. Yeah. But I feel as though because of the ongoing issues with PlayStation 5, because I know my Wi-Fi is pretty legit, and you telling me that I cannot use the 5 megahertz of speed they got going on to, you gotta be directly connected to play these games. And
you're talking about the streaming stuff.
Yeah, and I can't.
I'm not understanding why that's even still a thing. I'm not understanding like why they don't give you an option to do a direct download. And that's kind of my biggest issue with the PS3 catalog. And like mainly the PS3 catalog is that you got to do the stream. And like you said, if you don't have like that connection, but even if you do have an A1 connection, keep in mind that you're playing this off of their servers.
Right.
So regardless of how good your connection is about to be, that joint trash. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? So I played a couple games. I'm like, yeah, this ain't hitting for me. Like you got to play something that's slow. You got to play like an RPG, like a turn-based, or I really feel like you can't really play nothing like you gotta move like that, or like the frame rate, whatever. It's just that's not gonna be. Like, I wouldn't play a Devil May Cry or Asura's Wrath or something like that
right.
on that service. Like it's cool, it comes with it, but nah, it's not hitting. I mean, compared to Game Pass, nah. Everything on Game Pass has the option of cloud play, which is amazing because Xbox servers are great. And they give you the option to download everything that's on Game Pass. Give you the option to download everything that's on Game Pass. So right now, in terms of those two services, Game Pass is still superior. On top of that, they also are offering you day one games out of Microsoft's catalog exclusively. So 2023, it should have been 2022, it should have been 2021. You know what I mean? Like, that we should have been getting games like that because we got Halo, we got whatever, but Halo not for everybody. You want, the purpose they supposed to have a game every month, something new.
Right.
And right now they ain't hitting it for me. So it is what it is. But yeah, man, Ragnarok is cool. I can't freaking wait 2 months, man. I might as well just go ahead and just take my time, put my time in request right now because I ain't coming to work. I ain't coming to work, man. And you already know who's gonna have that beat in like 2 days.
Oh yeah, we don't want their own names, Warren. But yeah,
name, but it begins with the upside down M. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, man, the state of play, it was cool. I mean, I can't really complain anything. I was expecting some Spider-Man or something like that.
Oh yeah, like Spider-Man is pretty hype right now. Yeah,
I don't see that coming out to potentially 2023. Maybe let's just say 2024 to keep our expectations down. Kind of hoping they was going to probably touch like a new Persona. Because the last what was that 2016?
Wait,
I want to say Persona 5 came out like 2016, man.
Yeah, and what was the version after that? When did that come
out?
Persona
Royal. That came out 19. Yeah, it came out 2019.
These years are passing me by, man.
So yeah, I mean, and they just announced that we're supposed to be getting the portable. They're supposed to be releasing Golden on other consoles, on console, and we're getting the Persona 3 portable. For whatever reason, we couldn't just get the PS2 joint. Look, I don't care about none of that, right? I'm just happy we're getting Crisis Core. So
praise
Sony, praise Square Enix. Yeah. But yeah, man. Overall, man, it was it was cool and nice to see potentially what's coming, but it was pretty weak.
I mean, it was a good way to end it though with the God of War.
Yeah,
and gameplay.
I mean, we knew God of War is coming. You know what I mean? But
right.
My thing is like when it comes to like these particular shows is if it ain't coming out in the next 5 to 6 months, you can wait.
Right.
If it ain't within the range of 5 to 6 months, it's not ready. Like it's cool to get a preview or get your expectations high, but it's like, man, all right. You know what I mean? Like if you get on right now, download something, you're primarily playing like the same type of game. It's a lot of free to play, or I'm not gonna say it's a lot of battle royal, but kind of that similar style of game or anything like that. But it's kind of hard to get excited about video games now when the windows are so far off. I prefer the classic of it's coming within like the next 2-3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Like so, hit me with that. You know what I mean? But overall, if I had to grade that state of play, it was a C.
Yeah, I give it like a
C
6
plus
out of 10.
God of War. I'll give it a C plus. But we knew God of War was coming. You know?
Yeah.
I give it a C plus. Hey man, I don't know. Maybe they need to start doing these a little bit more frequently, or I'm not really sure. Because I mean, they talked about some VR stuff too. So the VR 2 is coming. I definitely am going to go ahead and cop me one of those.
What, the VRs? Yeah.
Yeah, because I like the VR, man. The problem is with VR for me, I don't want to play games where I gotta get up. I like the games like Astro's Playroom and the stuff where I can sit down with my controller. The only thing I got to do is turn my head. You know what I mean?
Perfect. Right, I feel you on that.
Astro's Playroom has got to be one of my favorite VR games on a system. Another example would be Resident Evil, another game where you can just sit down with the controller, turn your head, and you in the game. You know what I mean? Stuff like that, or games that just make you feel more immersed in the game. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I don't really feel like I need to do all this, and that's cool, but I want to sit down and play the game. I want to get to that point in gaming because that's the future of gaming is VR, where we're in the world. You know what I mean? Where the sound is coming from the headset, and for the most part they give you like headphones, stuff like that to hook in, but everything is there for the most part. You just pick up a headset, that'll be the console, everything like that.
Right.
So if we get into that point in VR, I feel like we can maybe start to leave consoles behind, but unfortunately, graphics cards and everything is still a thing, and that ain't happening no time soon. So we'll see. But yeah, man, like I'm not really sure what else they need to do, man. But they need to do it quick. And of course, the Nintendo came in and they had a Nintendo Direct. This is their big one, showcasing everything that they got coming out. First thing on that list, of course, was what were you about to say?
I feel like Nintendo's always on the W when it comes to that showcase.
Right, and that's the thing too. Like at least with Nintendo, I'm like, if they tell me January, it's coming out January.
Right.
If they say it's whatever, they usually don't announce a game unless it's within a reasonable window.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? And I'm not mad about it. So yeah, man. So look, we got Fire Emblem. I think it's Fire Emblem Engage.
I have not played any of those series. I keep hearing, even when I was looking at GameStop, some of the store managers was like, "You need to play this. Grab that Game Boy Advance and just play it." Like,
You like RTS games?
Yeah.
Yo, that's your game. Yo, Fire Emblem. Damn, what was the last one?
Hey.
The last Fire Emblem on the Switch. Fire, man. Good. It's a good game. That game was fully voice acted, my guy. What RPG was out here doing? Like the side, everybody got a damn voice. All right, everybody got a voice in that game. It's great. It's a great game. And the DLC is good. It's just you could put hundreds of hours into that game, man. You could beat it within like 80, but like hundreds of hours. Like it's good. I'm excited, and then come out with a collector's edition for it. And it's coming out January, 3-4 months? Oh, you already know. They talked about Story of Seasons, never played it. They talked about they getting the Resident Evil games in cloud form, which again that's streaming from the Switch. I would rather get that shit on PC or get a goddamn PlayStation or Xbox before I bought to stream a Resident Evil on the Switch. No offense, but
I mean, I did my first mistake was playing at Star Wars Force Unleashed on the Switch. I immediately deleted it and regretted paying $20 for it. That shit was trash.
It is 20 because I mean that's a game that's on the stream for PlayStation right now, right? Like that's on the the catalog.
But the game was trash on the Switch. I'm like,
what was it? Just the way it looked? Was it the frame rate? It was just
all the above.
Yeah, it's just certain games. I'm like, this current Switch, it just and because of that, that's why they got the cloud-based stuff. It's just not going to handle that for real,
right?
You know what I mean, like, so just get it on another console. But I mean, I understand like it's the Switch was like your only system, and okay, cool. At least you got a way to play it.
Right.
But man, it should be that's a PlayStation 3 game. They should handle that easily.
Easily.
They're probably better off just remaking that from scratch, but that's probably money and time they didn't really have. Kirby's Return to Dreamland. People were excited about that. People love Kirby. 4-player action. Looks cool. Hopefully it's a decent price. I like the Kirby games.
Another series I haven't touched.
Really? They announced the sequel to Octopath Traveler. A lot of people love that game, man. A really great RPG, awesome art style that are other series of using now and stuff like that. Like the way they do that. Sequel, new characters, everything like that. Looks good. No complaints there. Pikmin 4 got announced. It's been a minute since.
I played some Pikmin, but I can get that on Pikmin.
Yeah, we getting Pikmin 4. And they really showed. I mean, they showed a little bit of something, but nothing serious. But yeah, man, we getting that. We getting the update for Nintendo Switch Sports, which I need to play more of, quite honestly. We're getting the free golf updates, and we're getting that for free. So that's a game where, like, they got bowling, badminton, I guess some type of sword thing. They got different tennis, stuff like that, sports in there, and they're going to be updating new sports in there, and they're going to have a competitive mode and everything like that. So I'm pretty excited about that, to be honest. What do we got here? They announced that the 64 is going to have some new joints. So we're gonna have some new joints. We're gonna have Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Stadium 2. We get Mario Party 1, 2, and 3, I believe.
Oh, the Pokemon Stadium is not already on the 64 stream.
It's not on there. They got Pokemon Puzzle League on there right now.
Okay, all right. I gotta take another look at it.
I get it and I don't get it. Like I didn't understand, like because they're trying to make those games. They're adding netcode, like they own like the online stuff for like those 64 games. So I'm pretty sure that's not an easy feat because I don't, obviously I don't work in that field. So they're adding like online play to a lot of those games that are multiplayer.
I didn't know they was doing that. I thought it was just a straight port.
Yeah, that's kind of the biggest thing. Like old Nintendo games, Super Nintendo games, they're adding the online modes to those games so that you could play with friends online, which is half the reason that some of these games are rolling out pretty slow.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was just like a whole licensing thing, and just taking a while.
Majority of the games that they're releasing were Nintendo published.
Okay.
Or they own the rights to. So, yeah, they announced that. I think Pilot Wings is already on there. Trying to think. Trying to think what else they had on there. Oh. They announced of course, they showed us more Bayonetta 3, which I cannot wait for Bayonetta 3. I
love doing combos with her.
Oh man, so Bayonetta 3, they came out and said, hey, the first one you're fighting angels, second one you're fighting demons, third one you're gonna be fighting like the homunculi or whatever it is. And then, of course, we came out. They announced the new title for what was it? The Breath of the Wild 2, which now has an official title of what the hell is it? I feel like
I was just looking at that earlier, man.
Tears of the New Kingdom.
Yeah.
So they started to piss me off, right? Because this is like Switch has been out since 2017. Switch has been out since like 2017. Yes. It came out 2017. And Breath of the Wild came out that same year.
You sure it was 2017? It's not 2016?
Yeah, it was 2017.
I had picked up my first.
Because I remember grabbing it after Switch came out after I started working at the job that I'm in now. And that was like 2017. That was March of 2017.
All right. Yeah, sure.
But yeah. So I mean, for the last year or so, they've been teasing Breath of the Wild 2, and like, look, we ain't got nothing for you, yada yada. It was supposed to be Zelda's like 25th or 30th anniversary year, probably more than that, obviously. And you know, people are like, yo, where the fuck is Twilight Princess? Where's Breath of the Wind Waker, which are two Zelda games that were on the Wii U that we still have not gotten yet. So it's almost every game on the Wii U we've gotten, with the exception of Xenogear or Xenoblade X, Xenoblade Chronicles X, Twilight Princess, and Wind Waker. Not a lot of games left. They've pretty much ported everything over from the Wii. I'm not sure if they're going to release it as a combo or what. So with this, again, they show us a little preview. Hey, this is what the title is. No gameplay, whatever. We got a little snip. If you blink, you miss it, and then that's it. I'm excited. I mean, it comes out May. They need to, at this point, the system is about 5, almost 6 years old. They gotta announce a new Switch model, a Switch 2, whatever they want to call it. They're not gonna deviate from the Switch family. They're gonna keep it Switch. The Switch is way too popular. They can get another 5, 6, 7 years out of a new Switch easily, but the hardware's got to keep up with what's going on. You know, right now, the Switch is still on par with a PS4, Xbox One.
I don't know. I feel like Nintendo's not really in a big rush because they're good where they are right now.
But for what they want, for doing what they want to do, they're gonna have to come up with some new hardware. They don't have a choice. You know what I mean? Some of these games are big. They're getting bigger. The stuff that they're talking about doing in Breath of the Wild 2 or Tears of the Kingdom, it's going to need that new hardware. And they've been holding back a lot of games. I think they've been holding back a lot of big titles, and because they know that they got this new joint coming out. Now we just got the OLED, which was not a not a upgrade in terms of performance or anything like that. But they added, the Ethernet cable port, and they made the screen a little bit bigger, a little brighter, longer battery life, but nothing in terms of like graphical, like whatever, like the hardware wise, they didn't change. Mm-hmm. But they got a nerve to charge $350. I still want one. I still want to get one just to kind of, because I still want like a switch to like a travel switch, because I'm not buying that light bullshit. That's a waste of my time. I might as well kick out the extra $100, get a full switch. What's the purpose of a switch that you can only play in handheld? I know, right. I don't play in a handheld anyway. It's not that I can't do it, I just don't want to.
Right.
So, but yeah, man, they had a lot of stuff, man. Mainly, only thing I really feel like I cared about with Nintendo Direct was the obviously Zelda. We finally get an official release date on that. Bayonetta, which comes out next month. We get a new Fire Emblem, which is fire. And hold on, I just want to pull this up before I feel like I miss anything. They're getting Crisis Core. Talk about Octopath, Pikmin 4, GoldenEye is apparently coming to Switch and Game Pass. Which I guess if you're excited about GoldenEye, like are they remaking it from scratch, or is that just?
I think they're probably remaking it from scratch.
That'll be the best idea. They're getting Fist of the North Star boxing exercise game. They could have kept that. And I was pretty much about everything that was worth talking about. Everything else was like, oh, here's some games that's already out that you can get down on the Switch. And like I said, Splatoon 3. If you got a Switch, I recommend that for anybody that wants to play that. I don't know if you watched any of it. If you kind of went out some of the trailers. Again, it was a little for me personally. I felt like this direct was a little underwhelming. But we still got new Pokemon games coming out in 2 months. We got Bayonetta next month. We got something coming out summer. Nintendo got some fire every month for you, so not really a big issue there. Just in terms of like
what they showcasing and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah. And I'm not really sure why they're like slow rolling the online stuff. I mean, obviously, the Nintendo Switch Online stuff. Like I said, I know that they are they have to put the online stuff into it, but at this point, you can grab an emulator, keep it moving. You know what I mean? Right. And you try to support, and here comes Sony hating, but you got, we want to buy your games, we want to support you, but come on, man, you got no rush, but you got to do a little bit better when it comes to that, because I felt like the what was it on the Wii U? It was the damn, I forgot what it was called. You could buy like Game Boy Color and all that stuff. It's just coming a little slow. It's like 1 game a month, 2 games a month, but whatever. You ain't got to pay for it extra. So, what you think about Nintendo's like overall presentation? Like I said, underwhelming for me.
So I haven't watched the Nintendo Direct, but it seemed like that's based off of what you just said. There's some titles I'm interested in. Well, one title I'm interested in, which is Bayonetta, but
well, you still got your Switch?
Yeah, I still got my Switch.
Bayonetta 3, October, baby. Let's go.
I think I'm gonna try to dabble into that Fire Emblem. So we'll see.
4 houses, 3 houses. It's Fire Emblem 3 houses. That's what it's called.
Okay.
That's a great entry to get into, man.
Okay.
Houses. Go ahead. Like I said, if you're in the RTSs, you like RPGs, you like good character work, good voice acting. I think the graphics are amazing for that. I'm not sure what mode you were playing on, because they have a mode where it's like permadeath, like characters just die, they stay dead, and they have they go down. But I would definitely recommend that for you, man. I feel like that's something that you would definitely like, and you wouldn't be able to put down. Nintendo exclusive, but it's probably still full retail price right now because Nintendo don't give no discounts like that. But I would highly recommend it. Other than that, man, both of them were cool. We get a little bit preview. Give me my Final Fantasy 2 Square Enix. What's up? I need my remake. 7 remake. You left me on hard. You can't. I need more. But that's all I'm asking. So, other than that, like I said, decent shows. Just wish there was a little bit more Zelda content for me. But I'm glad to get both Bayonetta and God of War coming up within the next 2 months. So
yes, sir.
Already got enough on my plate as it is. But it was great coming back. Doing another show with Dior, man. It's always amazing, man. He's always making this entertainment and a fun time. And for some of us that have the time to sit at home and get trophies all day while they work, you know what I mean? No shots. I wish that was me. I wish I had the work from home privilege. I wish I didn't have to, show my face. I could put a robot or a clone or something, and I could just play video games all day. But yeah, other than that, man, great show. I'm glad to be back. This is what 178. The last one was going berserk for manga. We talked about Berserk. That's how long ago that was, man. That's how long ago that was. Berserk. Yeah, we were talking about the author, somebody else coming up to pick up the author slack after he died.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because the author died and something like that. Yeah.
Real quick before we go, completely off topic. One Piece right now.
You caught up?
Yeah, I'm caught up. Come on, stop it.
I don't know. Lately, I've been ahead of you.
Yeah, dude. Because when they take them breaks, then I'm like, I'll be forgetting when they come back, and I stopped checking it.
Okay.
When they go on break, I'm like, all right, I forgot about it. But yeah, man, I was able to read 3 chapters. I'm ready. I can't believe we're in the final arc.
It's the final countdown.
And they bring in the heat.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Bringing the heat already. Yeah, man. Bringing back characters. Crocodile back. You formed an alliance with
Buggy.
Buggy and Mihawk and Hawkeyes and all that, man. And the whole thing with I can't think of her name. With the stone, with the petrification power.
Oh, Hancock.
Hancock, yeah, man, that whole situation and
Right.
Blackbeard, man, let's build that up with them. I can't wait. So next week, man, we'll get into more of that.
We got 5 days till it comes out.
Yeah, just found out that we're officially getting One Piece film read November 4th, which is the best animated movie of forever. Apparently, like it's like making more money than any ridiculous. So I can't wait to get it here. I can't wait. I mean, I've seen trailers, but like the trailers don't really show much. We don't know who the villain is or anything like that. But I'm excited. I can't anything One Piece. I'm pumped for. So, like I said, another great show. This has been 178. It's your boy Dio over here having a good time. Let us know what you thought about the direct. What you thought about the state of play. Do you give a shit or do you just want the game to come out? That's where I'm at, right? But yeah, let us know what you think. I'll have this posted. You'll get this audio and video, and you can leave your comments on either format. Do you have anything you want to say to the people before we get up out of here?
Check out the content on Around the Geek. Yeah, Around the Geek on Instagram. That's YouTube. And on YouTube, because we got some interviews posted up from the Otakon. If you haven't already looked, with Gino Robinson. And oh man, I forget the other guy's name, man.
King Chris.
For Brianna.
Mr. Sanji's milk.
Yeah.
King Chris. Cool interview.
King Chris, I had the pleasure of meeting both of them. There's King Chris, he was pretty cool. Zeno, he was pretty cool too. I think he was more laughing at me. I was making faces because I was in star shot. But yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey man, do the King Chris race real quick for you. on that note, man, we gonna catch you guys later, and we're gonna be back with that 179 for you, and we're gonna get back on track this thing, and I'm gonna post those interviews. I promise. But see you later.